So often the first thing is how does that start? And what we've seen is generally, I'd like to say it starts with a methodical approach, and yes, this is great, this is the way we're going, but actually it starts with fear. And that's with very good reason. Like we talked about earlier, this is actually the PCI standard, and there's 70 pages of controls and policies and things that all roll out of this standard. Plus, people say too hard, too many processes, scary auditors that are coming to beat us down and highlight our inadequacies, a lack of resources. This is often a process that's pushed upon us through acquiring banks and regulatory rather than something that's seen as a business opportunity that we're looking to move for. In terms of assistance, I remember when we were going through our compliance process quite a few years back, our acquiring bank offered us the great assistance of a threat of a $20,000 fine for each month that we weren't compliant. So that's the type of assistance that we saw in the market. What I'm going to do here is, I guess, just to show you an example breach scenario to show you just how easy it is for, I guess, a non-compliant environment to become breached. And then later on I'll cover off how we can guard against that type of specific attack. So say, for example, you run a call centre, your customers telephone in to make payments to that call centre whereby they're handing over their credit card details. You happen to have a disgruntled employee who's a bit fed up, and what happens next? Well, I'm just going to flick across to an example attack tool, and say, for example, you're going to your normal internet banking. This is a PC in the call centre, and as a call centre operator I'm typing in credit card details. So I've typed in the credit card number, the expiry date of 10/11, amount of $1, and then I've pressed submit on that actual payment form. This could actually be logging to a file that's unbeknownst to any of the operators using that computer. So if I now click down here, and I can view logs, and all of this information you can see has been logged to an actual file down here, so exactly what was typed in. So the full credit card number. Equally, if that number's typed into any website or any application that's on this computer, then that keylogger will actually capture every single keystroke, the amount that was, the expiry date that was entered along with that, and the actual amount of those transactions. And what happens is, as those transactions are processed through that call centre throughout the day, this log file keeps accruing many, many credit card details. So in a PCI compliant environment, there are a number of safeguards that actually prevent the software from being installed in the first place, and later on I'll actually show you a tool that can be used to actually monitor and audit whether these types of applications are installed in your network. I'll come back to that later on.